Everyone's expecting this huge economic crash where they see the stock market drop by 15% and then all chaos is supposed to break loose, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. The damage we're seeing in the stock market is just everyone preparing for the tariffs. The damage of the tariffs hasn't actually taken place yet. When we enacted a similar level of tariffs like what we've done now back in 1930, that was the Hawley-Smoot Act, it actually boosted the economy for a little bit, maybe a couple of months, and then everything started to collapse. I'm not saying everything is going to collapse in the same exact manner as Hawley-Smoot or the Great Depression. The American economy has evolved, so has the world, so has globalization, but I do expect to see this constant deflation of our markets. We're going to see several days of several hundred or 1,000 points dropping in the Dow Jones. Of course, this is hypothetical. Nobody knows the future, but it is looking more likely. But we will keep seeing these little drops, and maybe we'll have one day out of the month where we see a massive drop in the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, like 2,000 points or more. We will keep seeing those kinds of events until we see unemployment start to shoot up at unreasonable levels. Once that happens, the Fed will most likely kick in, start dropping interest rates, and make monetary policy a little bit easier. And we do the same thing we've been doing. We pay off massive amounts of debt through the inflation that we've created, and we start to see the interest rates of our debt drop because everyone's flocking to them. That lowers the overall annual cost to service the United States debt. It also redistributes just that much more wealth to the top 1 or 2%. It also shuts the boomers up because right now they're watching their 401ks just dwindle. So is everybody else, like the older Gen Xers. While all that's happening and the markets are having some kind of heyday, the world economy is going to do everything it can to start shifting the supply chain away from the United States. They can't do it fully because we are large consumers, but we are going to see more trade deals happen that we haven't before, like what may be happening right now with Japan, China, and South Korea. As more trade deals and partnerships are happening around the world without us, we will most likely start to see opportunities and accessibility dwindle here. Now, of course, this is only going to happen if we keep going with this reckless route with our tariffs. Now, there is one possibility I don't hear anybody else talking about, and it's a pie-in-the-sky idea, but I can't dismiss it. If the US does continue with this tariff policy, and it does keep crushing the US economy, and the US money printer keeps going on, the strength of the dollar will drop. And when that happens, it means our goods become cheaper to import. During the Great Recession, the US dollar lost a lot of its purchasing power by about 20 or 30%. If that happens to us, and since everything is still priced in dollars, or most things are, our goods become that much cheaper to buy, and it actually balances out with a lot of tariffs that are enacted against us. Now, I understand this isn't a 100% likely outcome, but I would like to hear your thoughts on the issue. I would love you guys to point out what holes are in my argument. Tell me what I'm missing out. I am the Geo Hussar, and if we really wanted to boost the American economy, we would be building more homes and spending money on infrastructure instead of taxing our people. Thanks for watching.